Hey there, comic book fans. I'm back from the comic shop again this week. A day and early again. I'm on Wednesday instead of my usual Thursday. And I got 7 comics this week. A pretty big week for me. But first, we'll show you the freebies. We got comic shop news. We got Immortal Men, Terrific, Silencer, Sideways. Oh, I think this is all that new DC stuff they had in here from last week. Forget the name of this line. DC's Eventful December. The last comic shop news was about this line too. I really don't even remember what it is, but they give you little articles about what's been going on. And there was some weird. Let me see if that ad is in here again. There was an ad drawn by Neil Adams for a comic book I didn't recognize, but I just found the ad to be odd from last week. Oh well. Won't get a chance to show it to you, but there's comic shop news, and the other one is previews. Marvel Legacy continues. Maybe I'll do a video looking at some covers, or maybe not. We'll have to see. But a couple of freebies. Our first comic is Copperhead issue number 15, which hasn't been out in months, and I don't remember where we left off with Copperhead, our sheriff in this town. Guess we left off with her injured and somebody being stabbed. But this is a new artist from the first run of Copperhead, which was, I don't know, the first 12, 13 issues. So we'll give this a chance. Like I said, I don't know why it's been delayed, but here it is. And here we go with Deadly Class, issue number 31. I really want to like this. I really, really want to like this, but I haven't been liking it lately, and like I said, I really want to like it, but I might be dropping this one. And I hardly ever drop things before they end, especially indie books, but we'll have to see, because the last few issues have left me so cold that I don't know what I'm going to do with Deadly Class. It used to be my favorite comic, and now I'm talking about dropping it. How crazy is that? Now here we go with Kaiju Max, Season 3, Issue 4 of 6. I think there's a wraparound here. See what we got. Ah, yes. Story of our giant monster prison and all the shenanigans that go on there. There's the cryptid monsters don't like the megafauna. And they're smuggling drugs in, and their drug is like radioactive waste. And there's giant robot guards. I'm not sure who these guys with the computer nets drawn around them are. I don't think I've run into them before. And some of the guards are friendly with the monsters, and some not. And it's a good book. I said I haven't read Season 1. I really enjoyed Season 2, which was about monsters on parole. Now I'm enjoying Season 3, which is about monsters back in prison. Now here we go with Outcast, issue 31, Home Life. I think that is the new big bad guy who's shown up in this book, because in recent issues, our good guys have learned to fight back, and they've actually won some battles. And they defeated the head bad guy from the first, 30 issues, I guess. So now this other bad guy shows up, who's supposed to be bigger and badder and straighten out this gangly bunch of demons to take care of these pesky outcasts once and for all. Been enjoying it since the first issue. It's gotten more action-packed the last half year or so. So if you haven't checked out Outcast in a while, give this a read if you like humans fighting demons with strange magical powers. And here is Saga issue 48. I've really been enjoying Saga lately. I especially liked last issue. Last issue was all about some enemy of the Will who's a mercenary, or was a mercenary. He's kind of given up that life. An old person with a grudge came back and was running through it and captured him, and was you got to learn a lot about the Will's life, and she was just kind of hooked a magical VCR up to his head so she could see all the things that happened in his life and show him. And now she's going after our lead characters for whatever reason. And I guess this Farmer Otter is back for this issue, so I guess they're switching switching up storylines on us. Well, last issue they switched up storylines on us too, and I really liked last issue. It was one of my favorite issues of the series, so we'll have to see how this one is. And next, the Southern Cross is back from a hiatus with issue number 13. Cloonan, Bellinger, and Lowridge. I think this is the beginning of the third story arc, the ship, the Southern Cross. The first story arc was about this woman taking the ship on the Southern Cross out to this mining colony to pick up her sister's dead body. The Southern Cross disappeared. The next story arc was our people on the mining colony trying to find out what happened to the Southern Cross. All sorts of weird stuff is going on. Now I think this, at the end of the story arc, the Southern Cross showed up in rather magical fashion. And there's some mystical 2001 A Space Odyssey realm going on too. So I've really enjoyed this one. The storytelling has been good. The art has been excellent. And I'm glad to see this one's back. And here we go with Wayward, issue number 24. Who does this one? Zub, Cummings, Bonvillain, Dillon, and O'Regan. Last issue we were back in Japan. One of our lead characters kind of transformed into this giant ceramic robot thing. And it was storming through Tokyo. Then the rest of this, there's some magical fight going on in Ireland too. Oh, look at that. And the fairy realms, as they're trying to fix something to do with magic. I can't even remember what. There's the red thread that binds everyone that our lead character can see and use for her magic. And it's interesting. It's been a split story in this latest story arc, or maybe even the last two story arcs, because the beginning of it all took place in Japan, and there were lots of fights. And in this one, there's been more. In this lately, there's kind of been more intrigue, and the characters have been split up between Japan and Ireland. So last issue was all Japan. I expect this issue to be all mostly Ireland due to what I just flipped through. But good story if you like magical tales. And one final thing I got this week that I didn't get at the comic shop. I got this off of eBay this week. It's Steve Ditko's number 26. Copyright 2018, but I think that's because it's for the whole winter. It's brand new. I'm actually in a Steve Ditko group on Facebook, and one of the guys in the group, I think, sells them for him on eBay. It was, $4 for the comic and $4 shipping. So, he posted a link saying, "Oh, the new Steve Ditko's out." So I just went to eBay and got it. It is amazing. I might give this its own video, but Steve Ditko is 89 years old and making comics. That's almost unheard of. But I actually want to go through it more, so by saying I'll make a video of it, that'll give me the incentive to actually make a video of this, so you guys keep an eye out for that. Finally, we'll give you a little look at some of my background art, which is Dreams of Things 47 and 48 that I just colored with marker recently. This one's really weird and strange and trippy. And this one just didn't quite come out like I wanted it to be. That red color bothers me for some reason. I mean, it's funny because, it's one of those things that it's only because somehow it didn't come out like I thought it would in my head that it looks wrong to me. Though I can't quite pinpoint what looks wrong about it to me. And I'm sure anyone who's not inside my head doesn't have that feeling that something's wrong about it. But to me, I look at it and go, why did I make that red? I don't know if it works red. Couldn't I try to blue or purple? Why red? But anyway, this one, I like this green and I like this orange. So it came out like like I thought it in my head. So that one's fine. But sometimes you get in your own way, as an artist, and you just can't let things lie. But I'm going to have to let that one lie and not worry about it anymore. All right. So you guys have a good week out there.